Hi, and welcome back to I'm a Happy Enchilada. And if this is your first time with us, thanks for tuning us in. And please click subscribe or follow or whatever you can click to ensure you do not miss another episode of Enchilada. And thank you. I'm Don Culver. I'll be your host today. Join us as we dive into today's episode titled Dealing with Overspending. Now, a simple definition of overspending is spending more money than one can afford, which can lead to financial difficulties and debt, and can be influenced by factors like impulsivity, emotional triggers, or even mental health conditions. Now, as we all are aware of, in the last few years, the cost of virtually everything has skyrocketed. The cost of gasoline, housing, food, electric bills, eggs, all forms of insurance, and on and on. For many people, wages have not kept up, and many people are struggling to pay for essentials. Now, some are dipping into their savings and emergency funds to make up for the monthly shortfalls. Man, that's tough. Others are maxing their credit cards and borrowing from family to stay afloat. Being in that situation is not overspending. That is fighting to feed their families and keep the lights on, and nothing to do with overspending. It's about survival. Now, nevertheless, there is a percentage of the population that overspend in any environment, and that's who we're actually reaching out to today in this episode. So let's get started here. First, what is overspending a symptom of? Well, if you're feeling low or depressed, you may lack motivation to manage your finances. Spending may give you a brief high, so you might overspend to feel better. You might make impulsive financial decisions when you're experiencing mania or hypomania. Now, often there are emotional reasons. You might overspend to numb some feeling or to self-soothe or fill an inner void, a little like why the overeater might overeat. So, is overspending a red flag? Oh, overspending is a huge red flag, especially if it is spending on non-essential items. If your partner is constantly splurging on things that they do not need, it can lead to financial problems in the future. And what mental illness causes overspending, you may wonder? During a manic episode, many people with bipolar disorder tend to make poor financial decisions by overspending. Impulsive buying or excessive generosity. Not only do these decisions lead to harsh financial consequences, but they can also leave you feeling guilty or remorseful and put a strain on your loved ones. Man. What are three consequences of overspending? Well, a cycle of debt that can be difficult to break due to interest owed. An impossible environment to save for retirement as you try to keep up. And damage to your credit score, making it difficult to get a mortgage, finance a vehicle, access better interest rates, and a lot more. And what is the root cause of overspending? Well, financial experts say social pressure, lifestyle creep, and emotional impulse spending are common causes. You can curb overspending by addressing your psychological patterns and triggers. You can implement a budget and seek professional guidance when necessary also. Now, here are some common signs of overspending. Difficulty prioritizing expenses. Consider how you're spending your money. High credit utilization. Overextending may lead to using more money than you're receiving each month, often resulting in increased use of credit cards and more opportunity to go into debt. And lastly, what personality disorder is excessive spending? Well, it's compulsive buying disorder and is characterized by excessive shopping, cognitions, and buying behavior that leads to distress or impairment. And how do you stop overspending? Well, here's a few suggestions. Set a budget. Plan your spending. Allocate specific amounts for each category. Track your expenses to see where your money is going. Avoid impulse purchases. Use cash or debit cards. And seek professional help. Well, that's all I've got. So until next time, God bless and be a happy enchilada. Bye.